Okay, so obviously yesterday we saw the news of your interest in the carrying on until the end of January. I suppose that's some pleasing news for you.
Yeah, I mean, as like I said previously, as far as I'm aware, I'm here to the end of the season anyway. In what capacity? That's for other people to decide. But I think everything seems to be going smoothly at the minute. So I think it was a case of don't upset the apple cart. But I think people and us individually would be silly to think that we're going to keep winning every single game, because that doesn't happen in football. I think as long as we just keep the sort of attitude and the feel-good factor that's creeping back in at the minute, then that's the main thing. That's what we set out to do. And like I said, we're going to have ups, we're going to have a lot more downs, but at the minute it's a case of the old cliche of take each game as it comes, and that's what we're doing. That's what we've done so far. That's what we'll continue to do. We've got a big week coming up, so we'll prepare right for that. Everyone from the lads to the fans to Bill to Ian to you guys have been superb and helped us out massively. So from a whole club perspective, it's been a good effort from everyone.
I suppose it's a case now, business as usual. You've been doing it for a couple of weeks, and now we just carry on as we were doing.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's nice for the players to know that as well. I've been in their situation where you come into the changing room every morning and you're asking everyone if anyone knows what's going on. So I think it's nice probably for them to have a little bit of clarity. They're stuck with us for another couple of weeks, so they know the scripts. And we trained today. Even I joined in and got a sweat on today. So yeah, we've trained really well, and the lads have been brilliant, and they've made it easy for me to kind of do what I'm doing at the minute. And as long as I said that to them this morning, if they keep giving me the attitude, effort, application that they have done so far, then that's all I can ask for.
It's been nice to have a couple of sessions this week, because obviously it was just chock-a-block, wasn't it, a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, I think that's what's kind of made it, as daft as this sounds, easy but hard at the same time. I mean, because we had a lot of games in a short space, you don't really have that much time to think about anything else other than just preparing for the next game. But obviously this week, me and Tristan and Craig, we went and watched the game last night in preparation for Saturday and Tuesday. So we've prepared right. We've trained very well today, as I say. We know what we've got. We know who's fit, who's not fit. So yeah, it's been nice to kind of have a normal week up to now. But as we all know, I can change all of a sudden. So my phone, it stays close to me. But yeah, no, it's been nice. And like I said, it's just a case of cracking on now and see where it takes us.
So looking ahead to Saturday's game, you watched the game last night at Maidenhead. What did you glean from that little scouting trip?
It was a good game. It was a tough game, which obviously sometimes can be beneficial, other times it cannot. Obviously it went to extra time. Physically, Maidenhead's a tough pitch to play on. As I'm sure we all know, it saps a lot of energy out of you, so whoever we would have played would hopefully be a little bit drained come the weekend. But we know what we've got to do. We're not going to give too much away. We obviously know we're playing now, but we also played the other team on Tuesday, so we killed two birds with one stone. So yeah, it was ticked every box that we would have hoped for the weekend. So like I said, we're prepared and we know what we're coming up against, but we won't give too much away because you never know who's watching.
So looking in terms of the squad news and the transfers, obviously you've got a couple more weeks definitely now. Is there any more movements?
Yeah, I think it was a case we know what we've got to get. I'm sure everyone else does. We've been told by many people what we need, but it's not always that easy. There's not an endless array. It's not that supermarket where you go down and shelves and shelves of players. You've got to make sure it's the right, I've said this, the right person, not always the right player. I think the characters that we've signed recently have been exactly what we needed, so I think that comes into play more than anything. And we're not daft. We're not going to just sign players willy-nilly, because like I said, with regards to us, it's the same with the squad. We don't want to upset the apple cart, and we don't want to upset the lads who have given us everything so far. And although we'll give them every chance to keep doing what they're doing, I think we would all be naive to not think that we need another couple to boost the squad and even give us options, because on Saturday there's going to be 4 changes which are enforced anyway. So again, that makes the squad even more threadbare. So yeah, we've got a big couple of weeks coming up, and we're using all our contacts in our phones, etc., to bring a couple in. But we're edging closer, but at the minute, there's nothing imminent.
So Charlie Wasman's had a good month here, and we've extended that by another month.
Yeah, Wazza, again, like I've just said, it's not always about the player, it's the character. I'm sure a few people would have questioned his transfer when he came in, but Tristan, having worked with him, and me having a lot of people know him and know him, he's exactly what we needed. And I think his performances in the last few weeks, nobody can doubt his character. He'll head a bus. He's looked after the back four. It's a young back four, and they've looked after each other. And he's just a good character to have around the place. And like I said, he's been in these types of situations before, and his experience and his voice will be massively important for us. And people forget he's played for Crawley in League 2, League 1. He was nearly bought by Tottenham, believe it or not, which I'm sure he'll thank me for telling you. So he's been there and done it, and for us he's been fantastic. But again, like I said, sometimes it's character as well, and his character is just what we need to try and get us out of this situation.